are going to be kicks. That's the story of this fight to this point. He is landing these kicks at will, just driving his shin into his opponent's legs, and it's really starting to slow him down.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always going to be. You have two very talented fighters. Sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round two.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook, that's two pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. One takedown.
Lozon gets the single leg takedown. Close guard. Looking for a guillotine.
Watch guillotine.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
I mean, how many can he take? 30 seconds to go in the round. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch.
Hey, stop!
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous two rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last two rounds. We expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so easily matched. We're still right where we started.
Well, not much set up behind it. The right hook misses. Huge elbow there.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. He's giving him so many different things right now. Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Immediately gets the underhook. Diaz gets the tie clinch here.
Beautiful leg kick, bro. Leg kick.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Nice punch there. Oh! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent very badly.
Just out of the range with that right hand. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out. Well, you've got to admire... All right, sir. Oh, beautiful reaction by him there, DC. Caught the kick and immediately countered with a perfectly timed takedown.
I mean, John, when you can have a reactionary takedown, it's usually the easiest one because you don't have to go and find the takedown. You just see something, you counter and react on it, and it makes the takedown much easier.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lozon. Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective tonight.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Lozon. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense there.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored this contest 30-26, 29-27, and 29-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Joe Lozon!
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision, and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight. His opponent never really had an opportunity to lead the dance. He did that from start to finish, and he wins a unanimous decision.
All right, coming up next, it's our highly anticipated championship matchup for the UFC Women's Strawweight Division title. With much fanfare, here she is, the #1 strawweight contender. This is a 5-tool player, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best 115-pound fighters we've ever seen. A fighter that many fans believe already is the #1 fighter in this division. Now, though, her chance to prove it, to get the hardware, to get the gold, and attach UFC strawweight champion to her name in perpetuity. So much depth now at 115 pounds, but they're all still chasing her. Yeah, they are, the undisputed UFC strawweight champion. And she's got the confidence that belies a champion. As you see her make this walk here tonight, she won the belt with flying colors, defended it with style points, and that's the same goal here tonight. She really is a fighter that maintains a calm demeanor, takes it fight by fight. She has aspirations to be the greatest of all time. She is well on her way. Our tail of the tape now for this strawweight championship fight. So these fighters are just a year apart with similar height and the same reach. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the O2 Arena in London, England. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins, 4 losses. She stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Claudia Gadelha. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Weili Magna-John.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, surround your corners, come out fighting. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1 of this highly anticipated affair. And well-rounded doesn't even begin to describe it. Both women have every skill in the book.
Both of them have every skill in the book. They're so talented. They train so hard. They come from great camp. This is a very even matchup.
Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Oh, she didn't telegraph that one at all. Spinning back fist.
Leg kick.
Oh, and she connects there. Beautiful punch.
Great punch, but what's next? Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown win.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Gadelha. Zhang's back in half guard. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here. Just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transitions.
Zhang's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's spent a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautifully.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Oh, her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count. Very, very good job of landing shots, landing them in combination, and making them all matter.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Gedalia.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Xiong's right back to the full mount here. 45 seconds remain in the round. While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position. Now she's in trouble.
Oh, saved by the bell, round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so there's the horn. We're going to look back at some of the highlights here. Chief among them, the submission attempt that ends up a near miss.
There is no holding with this young lady. She doesn't take you down the hold and stall. The moment you hit the ground, she's chasing submission. She's trying to end the fight, and she almost got it done in that exchange. Straight punch lands.
Oh, beautiful leg kick by her there. Can't take too many of those. She blocked the punch. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. And they separate.
Nice leg kick lands.
Nice 1-2 there. Overhand attempt now. It's blocked by Xiong Weili. Gedalia gets caught with that punch. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
That was a thudding leg kick.
Oh, you know about her kick. She's got him going tonight. Gedalia's lower jaw just... Oh!
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight. Oh! Oh!
Well, the stats producer's been busy tonight, DC. 49 total strikes, which have landed.
Fantastic timing on that beautiful kick.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work at putting the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank.
Nice kick.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. All right, so now she engages in the tie clinch, and of course, if you're fighting hands as the opponent, you leave everything else wide open.
You leave everything open, and she will dig big, brutal knees to the body. Ooh, what a punch. Nice.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
Beautiful body kick.
And that left hook landed on the button. Well, she's so confident in her defense and her ability to block shots, and now you see why.
You see all she learned from her background in boxing that allows her to be so effective defensively. Oh, nice. Big punch lands through the middle.
Gedalia going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. All right, DC, take us through the replay. Storyline in that round, certainly her kicking game.
She knew that her opponent had more of a boxing stance, so the kicks would be available. She took full advantage of that over the course of that first round.
You know she's landing way too many body shots. What's that?
You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the previous round and picking up exactly where she left off here and not really showing any signs of slowing down. She looks like she could go 10 hard fives tonight if need be.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
All right, so the fighters are in the clinch again, DC. I get tired just watching these situations.
It's exhausting. This is a position where you are constantly draining at the gas tank of your opponent.
65 total strikes have landed for Weili Zhang. And landing at a pretty good clip here tonight, 58%. The accuracy rate against Claudia Gadelha. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Weili gets tagged by the head kick there. Not sure how many more of those she can absorb if she wants to stay in this fight. Gadelha's lower jaw does not look good. I'm not sure it could be any more swollen. She continues to fight through it. Let's see how far she can go.
Fantastic.
Nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort.
Zhang's looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And there it is.
Wow. Wow. What a fight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there she is as the celebration continues for the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, getting it done with style points here tonight. She is your champion and your winner by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 7 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC.
All right, coming up next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Cody Garbrandt and Jimmy Rivera. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, they don't come a lot more popular around these parts than Cody No Love Garbrandt, the team alpha male staple and former UFC bantamweight king, trying to get back on the throne.
From the moment Cody Garbrandt stepped into the octagon, you understood that you are watching a future champion he went into the octagon and knocked out Marcus Brimage. From the moment Cody Garbrandt stepped into the octagon, you understood that you were watching a future UFC champion. In his UFC debut, he knocked out Marcus Brimage, and then it was only up towards a title shot from that moment on. Realized that championship by beating one of the greatest bantamweights of all time in Dominic Cruz.
Might be the best athlete in this bantamweight division. Skill for skill, he'll try to put it all together here tonight and make a run back to the bantamweight title that he held when he beat Dominic Cruz, as you mentioned, back in 2016. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. Rivera is 2 years his senior. He is 2 inches taller. The reach is the same. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Jimmy El Terror Rivera! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, Cody No Love Garbrandt. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight. Punch over the top.
Oh, nice stick and move there by the former champion, Cody Garbrandt. This might be, PC, the best pure boxer in this bantamweight division. Lands a big right hand early. Oh! Single collar tie now. Knee to the body.
Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch in the clinch.
And they clinch.
Beautiful strike.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice kick with the right hand.
Both guys really throwing with authority.
Oh, what a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Don't finish this fight.
Takedown defense holds up.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Oh, nice punch there by Cody Garbrandt. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And there comes the separation now. Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, shades of Ben Saunders against Brandon Wolf back in the day. A lot of knees, a lot of volume here. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
My boy John Anik is a encyclopedia of knowledge and threw it all the way back. But those knees will definitely take effect the longer this fight goes.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Cody Garbrandt. Garbrandt gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that punch. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
All right, so both fighters now sort of struggling for position here in the clinch. When you find yourself in this situation, what do you do to get out of it?
Anytime it's very tough, anytime you're chest to chest and you have nowhere to go, I think to myself, underhook. Whoever's winning the underhook is winning the clinch battle.
And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Cody Garbrandt. 10 seconds.
Real sneaky body kick.
5 minutes in the books. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
All right, 5 minutes down, DC. Let us get to round 2. Cody Garbrandt and Jimmy Rivera.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Strong kick to the outside of that lead leg for him there. You do not want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. He does not wind up on that kick, but he somehow is managing to land it with so much force. I mean, look at the commitment he's kicking in this fight.
Shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, nice jab there by Cody Garbrandt. Well, that's not what you're looking for defensively. He moved right into that hook, and his opponent wisely lands it to the body there. He has been increasingly more susceptible to that strike. Let's see if that one gets his attention. 44 total strikes have landed for Cody Garbrandt. Well, and still connecting on a pretty good clip, DC. 45% accuracy thus far against Jimmy Rivera. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good. Oh, nice jab.
Jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defenses because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up, he's limping, he's turning away. There are so many things that he is doing wrong now because of the leg damage he has taken.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton, and to watch him punch like this puts a smile on my face. Garbrandt lands a good right hand.
Rivera gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And they separate. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, misses with the jab.
What a punch. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead. And I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
Third round underway.
Nice leg kick.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Well, now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Rivera's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by me in here tonight. Close guard. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Rivera. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by majority decision, Cody No Longer.
All right, so there he is, your winner by majority decision. So we don't see that every day, but 2 of the 3 judges whose scorecards obviously matter had it for him, and he gets the win.
And we knew right away that this would be a very close fight. We just did not know it was going to be this close, right? The odds were dead even. Everybody talking about the fight thought it was a dead even fight. And tonight it almost showed itself. He did just enough to squeak out a win.
It is a welterweight matchup between Johnny Big Rig Hendricks and Tyron Woodley. All right, so here's the former UFC welterweight champion. They also call him the Chosen One, Tyron Woodley. Knocked out Robbie Lawler in 2016 to first win the belt, held it for several years, and still has the credentials as one of the best 170-pound fighters on this roster.
A-plus athlete is Tyron Woodley. A guy that can explode into his strikes and into his takedowns like no one we've ever seen before. The way that he backpedaled and then knocked out Jay Heron was unbelievable. The way that he just flatlined Josh Koscheck was crazy. He has a right hand that you do not want to be on the receiving end of. Tyron Woodley is truly a special, special fighter.
He has had some issues injury-wise with that right hand. He told us before the fight, 100% coming in tonight.
When you punch that hard, John,
you're going
to have some problems with the right hand.
I cannot speak to that, but I will take your word for it.
John's got power.
Low power. All right, so here he is, one of the better ground and pound guys we have in the sport here at present. There's just an efficiency and an accuracy to the way he approaches the ground strikes. No wasted motion out of this guy.
Oh, it's an art form, John. It's the way that he goes at his opponents, and the moment they hit the mat, he secures it.
Oh, it's up.
He doesn't rush. He takes his time and knows that it does not take much in order to finish a fight. So he'll find his posture. He doesn't waste time with his head to chest just punching. He finds posture. Once he finds posture, he can get momentum to land the big strike, then he moves position. And then he goes and he finds another strike. Before long, you see his opponent's face swelling. You see the eyes all split open and beat. It's truly, truly amazing to watch him and watch his approach to ground and pound.
And great cardio allows him to stay heavy. We've seen a lot of fighters just struggle to buck him off. We'll see how it goes tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Hendricks is 30. Woodley is 38. He is 2 inches taller. The reach is identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 18 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Johnny Big Rig Hendricks. And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. Ready to fight.
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a kind of weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Ooh, big shot to the body.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, pinpoint knee to the body. If you're trying to knock me out, you one knee to the body, I'm done.
Every time his opponent tries to get close, he just drives that knee to the body. Great time.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Good stick.
Looked like he clipped him with a left-hand counter there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head of the clinch.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for the chosen one, Tyron Woodley. Muay Thai plump.
Good punch.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, getting fatigued in the process, I would think.
It's very taxing to be chest to chest, a position we call 50-50 because nobody has the advantage.
Well, that is exactly how you turn defense into offense. Catches the kick and dumps him on the mat.
What a great job timing that kick, driving into his opponent and putting him on his back.
Past the 2-minute mark in round 1. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Arch, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Okay, look, a tough round. Let's go. Let's go. All right, look at me. What do we work on? Don't worry about it.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round 2.
Nice punch land over the top.
Hendricks gets hit with that hook. He's got to be careful here. Spinning back fist is there. All right, so the great wrestler Tyron Woodley wanting to box tonight, DC, and that was a beautiful 1-2.
Threw that 1-2, landed it beautifully. We've seen Tyron put on some of the toughest, most durable guys in UFC history with this exact strike.
Overhand block there by Hendricks. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed.
All right, single collar tie now. Takedown defense holds up.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Right lands.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Right hand punches the clinch.
All right, so volume uppercuts here on the clinch. That one looked like it really hurt. Better make some adjustments here.
Gotta make some adjustments. You cannot take those shots to the head like that.
All right, he's got the over-under in the clinch. What exactly does that mean, over-under?
I mean, it's a 50-50 position. Each guy has an underhook, each guy has an overhook. Who's going to be the one that goes and scores from this position first?
Well, no double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Woodley's got the full mount. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Oh, now he's in trouble.
And there it is! All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 2 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley.
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to...
It's a flyweight showdown between Joanne Calderwood and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All right, here is Poland's best, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She really is the total package, Daniel Cormier, as a fighter inside the octagon and as an intimidator outside of it. I mean, that stare down will cut a man like me right down.
Oh, it's unbelievable, John. I mean, just the mind games that Joanna can play on her opponents is unreal. Every time I think about how she tortured Carla Esparza leading into her first UFC championship fight. It seemed as though Esparza just wanted to be done with it by the time the whole thing was over. But you can only talk so much. Ultimately, you have to back it up, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk sure can back it up.
Well, she's about as well-rounded as it gets, DC, and I know you didn't have the benefit of starting as a striker back in the day. First day she stepped in a gym, she was mixing all the different disciplines, and the results certainly speak to that commitment and dedication.
It shows. It shows in her ability to fight high-level competition right away. She does not need fights to build her up. She's prepared to fight the wrestler. She's prepared to fight the grappler. She's prepared to do a kickboxing match with the best kickboxers. Her life has prepared her for these moments. All the training, all the sessions, all the private sessions has made her ready to compete for a title right away.
Yeah, I would agree, and at least the early returns are that she looks comfortable and confident in every discipline and every martial arts situation. All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Jędrzejczyk is 32. Calderwood is 34. Jędrzejczyk is 2 inches taller. The reach is identical. And once again, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. She stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Glasgow, Scotland, Joanne Calderwood. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
Ready? Ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. Going to be very interesting to see how this plays out stylistically because both women can truly do it all.
This is a very close fight. Very competitive fight. Both of these young women are so well-rounded that you can't find an advantage for either fighter. I'm so excited I can barely stay in my seat.
Calderwood gets hit by that leg kick. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D?
Nice straight punch.
Oh, beautiful combination. Very efficient with her strikes tonight. That's a really strong leg kick there by Calderwood. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Ooh. Oh, straight right.
Oh, nice right hand.
So again, they will clinch here. All right, so will the elbows and knees soon follow? The first step is the tie clinch. She has it here.
She secured the tie clinch. Now she's going to start to elbow and knee to try to put damage on her opponent.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, now she's got the tie clinch. Good opportunity to do significant damage here. She blocked the punch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, big punch land.
JoJo Calderwood gets hit by that leg kick, so maybe that one gets her attention. Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh, she put everything into that one. Huge kick. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, a big left hand lands. Knee to the body. All right, so once again, the fighters engage in the clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, champ.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of it?
.45 seconds to go here in round one. So just over 20 total strikes that have landed for Joanne Calderwood.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Oh, and there is the kick. That one checked by JoJo Calderwood. Second round, straight ahead.
This round, I want you to control the fight on the ground. I think you can get that submission from side control position.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, round two is now underway. Interesting approach by both women in round one. A little bit of a feeling out process there, I thought.
Exactly. You knew it was going to be a tough, very competitive close fight. I believe that was shown in round number one.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on the bike. She's got to get out to the 60 octagon, find some space, so that she can evade her opponent's finishing. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
32 total strikes, wow, which have landed for Joanne Calderwood. And just 42% accuracy in terms of the land rate against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Jędrzejczyk's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Beautiful punch.
Great vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority. Nice job by her to get, hey, there it is, her first takedown of the fight. She told us in our fighter meeting Thursday, at some point I will take her down. She didn't expect it to take this long, but here it is.
She really had to work to get this first takedown, and she never gave up on herself. Continued to press, continued to shoot, continued to level change. Now she finally has secured her first takedown.
Just reached the midway point of the fight. Just over 2 minutes to go in round two. Wow, there is just a viciousness with which she operates here on the ground as she continues to get the ground and pound game going. She might get a finish here.
She's looking for a finish. She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges, and she's doing a fantastic job of building posture to try to land that kill shot from the top.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes.
A series of punches from the top here by JoJo Calderwood. Battling for hooks. Takedown defense holds up. And they separate. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one.
No, she has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
Oh, big she is just non-stop on the ground. How about those 5 minutes?
Stop, stop.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yes, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to her leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
All right, so that last round, another pretty good frame for both fighters. We'll see which woman makes the requisite adjustments here in this next round.
Somebody has to really get out ahead. It's too worrisome going to the judges when you know you've been involved in such a competitive fight.
Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard fives if need be tonight. Calderwood's hook shot blocked, though, by the defense. Nice job getting that guard up to prevent any further damage. Swing and a miss by Jacek. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D?
Big punch from the clinch.
Jacek gets the tie clinch here. 50-50 position here. Some might say over-under. We'll see who can gain a dominant position.
It's going to be the person that goes first. As you said, John, 50-50. We're very even. It's going to be about will, heart, determination, and who can execute from this position. That was snuck in. Nice strike.
71 total strikes that have landed for Joanne Calderwood. And as for the accuracy rate, DC, 48% tonight against Joanna Jacek.
Again, back into this position.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it. Really lighten her up now. Oh, spinning back fist for her out of nowhere.
Oh, John, that was so nice. What a beautiful takedown.
Jacek's lower jaw. All right, she's going for the arm bar here.
An attacking arm bar.
Oh, slams her to the ground, so she appeared to be fending off the arm bar, and then she just used her power and exploded her opponent down to the ground. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the bench.
She looks like a master of grappling. It's a great movement that she's showing on the ground.
She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, unable to do so. Nice denial by the bottom fighter.
Great recognition in the grappling transition. Way to maintain that guard.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by JoJo Calderwood. Well, you gotta stay busy from the bottom position. Can't falter here. She's doing a nice job. Jacek's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, and she really put it all together on the feet as we show you some of the highlights from the fight.
It's all come full circle for this young lady. She said on Thursday that we would see a better version of her than we did the last time she was in the octagon. I will take that a step further and say that this is the best we've ever seen. She should win a pretty clear decision.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges scored the contest 9-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Joanne Calderwood.
Well, you got to figure her challenges are only going to get stiffer from here, but she passed this test tonight. She is your winner by unanimous decision.
And she needed this, right? This goes to the maturity of her career. The fact that she is growing and growing and growing and can win a tough fight over an extended period of time.
right, coming up next, it's a women's bantamweight matchup between Chris Cyborg and Alexis Davis. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. Well, she has been there. She has done that. Here's the former UFC women's featherweight champion, Chris Cyborg. And a lot of people are interested to see how this next phase of her career materializes after that shocking result against Amanda Nunes not all that long ago.
A lot of people will look to see how she responds, because when you're as dominant as Chris Cyborg is and has been over the course of her career, you don't expect that result. But even in that fight, you saw that Chris Cyborg, even though she was not having the best of it, was still in there and engaging and willing to fight. How does she respond? She'll try to respond by going in there and knocking somebody's head off.
Skill for skill, though, the total package. Obviously, to your point, the power is there. She's got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt that she can lean on, but perhaps she won't go Vanderlei Silva style here tonight as Cyborg looks to bust back into the UFC win.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 19 wins, 10 losses. She stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, Alexis Davis! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 22 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. We're expecting a lot of action and really to see both women challenged in all phases of this match.
They're both so talented. They're both so good at every aspect of fighting. I want to see who can truly force their style on the other one. Left hand slugs with the clinch. Huge knee land.
Oh, she's got as good a Thai clinch as anybody in this division, and she has gotten the Thai plum here.
She got the Thai clinch because she's so well-versed in going and securing that position. Great job.
And they're exchanging leather early.
Right under the elbow. Body kick land.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
Wow.
Ooh, what a punch.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Nice stick with the right hand.
So she's got the over-under here, DC, and in these situations, a lot of it comes down to conditioning and maybe just sheer will.
I mean, pure will. Who is going to bite down on the mouthpiece and control this position?
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Her ground and pound is downright scary, in constant pursuit of the finish. Might get it.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to be thrown. Every punch is meant to land, and every punch is meant to start or finish.
Davis gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Powerful leg kick land.
Cyborg gets in the clinch yet again.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Back and forth we go.
Way to hide that leg kick.
All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters love fighting chest to chest. The uglier the fight, the better. When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Oh, how good was that right hand? Beautiful connection by her there.
Right down the pipe, right on the chin.
Battle for position here. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Left hand punches the clinch.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. All right, so now she engages in the tie clinch, and of course, if you're fighting hands as the opponent, you leave everything else wide open.
You leave everything open as you will dig big, brutal knees to the body.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
All right, here we go with our next round. Free headaches if you want them. How about all the volume of strikes landed to the head by her in the previous round?
Oh, man, she's landing at an alarming rate over and over, dropping that right hand behind a beautiful jab. If her opponent does not get her head moving, we may be approaching the end of the fight. It's such a fast leg kick. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Nice combination of strikes there by Alexis Davis. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Cyborg gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. And they separate. Trademark inside leg kick there by Cyborg.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Davis gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these.
Digging kick.
She missed with that jab. And a nice job, at least a commitment to excellence. She finally gets this fight to the ground after many failed attempts. She was not discouraged. Now she has this fight exactly where she wants it. Davis's submission game is underrated. She goes for the triangle here.
Oh, nice.
And this might just be a matter of time.
Goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns, did some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
So there she is, your winner by way of submission. That's a finish they'll be talking about for some time. Oh, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Alexis Davis.
Well, really nice to see this young woman get a chance to exhale as she celebrates with her coaches. You've won world titles in 2 divisions, but you're not calling your shot the way she is. She said, I'm going to win this fight by submission, and it goes into the books just that way.
That's so much confidence to put yourself out on a limb like that. Nobody is brave enough to say, I'm going to do it here, here, or here. She did exactly that and got that submission. Her star will only shine brighter after this performance.